From a coin that sold out before you could blink, to coins waiting 1,100 years to be discovered, this is your weekly numismatic news roundup. Let's start off with the US Mint that dropped the latest release in its ongoing semi-quincentennial program. And if you weren't at your keyboard on the morning of April the 17th, then you probably already know how this story ends. The coin is the dual-dated 1776 to 2026 emerging Liberty dime, featuring a female allegory of liberty on the reverse, a powerful image representing the dawn of the nation and the fight against tyranny. A beautiful coin. Two formats were on offer. A 2-roll set with 1 roll each from Philadelphia and Denver for $40, limited 12,000 sets, and a 200 coin bag priced at $54 with a product limit of 8,000 units. And as you'd expect, availability was measured in minutes. Items flipped almost immediately from add to bag to currently unavailable, leaving collectors staring at the dreaded remind me button. On the secondary market, bags are already fetching $130 to $150 each. That's roughly triple the issue price, and the rolls are moving in roughly the same range as well. It's a familiar story with these semi-quincentennial releases, and it doesn't look like it's going to be changing anytime soon. Speaking of bold artistic statements though, Paris has something equally eye-catching and considerably more colorful. The Monnaie de Paris has launched an official 2026 collector coin series, celebrating the Moulin Rouge, and this one really runs the full range of collector coins. We're talking 5 denominations across multiple finishes, from a colorized €10 silver piece in circulating quality at just €15, all the way up to a €200 gold coin at €5,900, with a €10 and €20 silver proof and a €20 gold proof filling out the middle of the range. And there are 2 different shaped coins in this mix as well. A colorized €10 silver flaring out in the colors of the French flag, and a €200 gold piece, both drawing their design inspiration from the billowing skirts of the French can-can. The Monnaie de Paris doing a Moulin Rouge series just kind of makes sense, and these shaped coins in particular look like they're going to be popular. Meanwhile, across the channel, the Royal Mint has a busy week of its own, with not one, but 2 significant releases. On April the 14th, the Royal Mint officially launched a commemorative £2 coin marking 200 years of the Zoological Society of London. And this is a first. It's the first time that the ZSL has ever appeared on an official UK coin. The reverse brings together 3 animals at the heart of the conservation work: the Sumatran tiger, a Socorro dove, and the Partula snail, with bamboo grasses weaving in between them on the design. And the coin's edge carries the inscription, "Restoring Wildlife Together." The launch was held at the London Zoo, where 2-meter wooden replica of the coin was actually given to the Sumatran tiger enclosure as a part of the animal's daily enrichment. So you could say the tigers got to review the coin first. A portion of the net proceeds go directly to ZSL's conservation work across more than 70 countries. Prices start from £17.50 each, and from May the 1st, visitors to the Royal Mint Experience in Wales will be able to strike their very own. The Royal Mint also added the latest entry in the Royal Tudor Beast series this week, the Royal Dragon. This one is rooted in real history. Specifically, the dragon statue that still stands guard on the Moat Bridge at Hampton Court Palace, one of the 10 heraldic beasts commissioned by Henry VIII around 1536 as a tribute to the Tudor dynasty. What makes the royal dragon distinctive, aside from the fiery tongue and bat-like wings, is the quartered shield that it clutches, dividing between the arms of France and England, which is a nod to Henry VIII's long-standing claim to the French throne, which, while never officially recognized, clearly loomed large in his self-image. It is available in multiple commemorative editions. But now, Ukraine's contributions this week is a little different in tone, but no less striking. The National Bank of Ukraine released a new German silver coin in its My Immortal Ukraine series. The title says it all: the country of superheroes. We thank our weapons manufacturers. Ukraine has been using its numismatic programs throughout the conflict to document the nation's wartime experience. And this release continues that tradition with characteristic directness. The mintages for this coin are planned at 75,000 pieces, with reportedly 50,000 already struck. Now, let's go back around 1,150 years, because this week brought some genuinely exciting news from the world of archaeological numismatics. Worcestershire County Council announced the details of an Anglo-Saxon coin hoard found near Bickmarsh, and the backstory is great. Metal detectorists first found a few silver coins in a field back in 2022. Then they found a few more, and a few more still. Then, in total, about 63 silver pennies. Most of them were struck under King Burgred of Mercia, dated to between the years 871 and 874. The date range of these do matter, because that was right in the middle of the Great Heathen Army's Viking invasion across England. Experts believe that whoever buried these coins did so hoping to come back for them later, and, well, never did. Some of the coins also came from other parts of Europe, which is a reminder that even in the 9th century, long-distance trade was a real and active thing. This hoard is described as exceptionally rare for the region, and it is now being formally added to the country's historic environment record. And then finally, if you happen to find yourself in Paris this spring, the Monnaie de Paris is opening up a new exhibition that's worth a visit. It's called Cling, La Bonne Décennie par les Caches, and it brings together more than 250 works exploring the relationship between money and the comic strip medium. Gold rushes, counterfeit schemes, the invisible flow of modern finance. All of it filtered through the art form of the bande dessinée, or the comic strip. For anyone that is interested in numismatics and pop culture, that sounds like a genuinely fascinating afternoon. Subscribe to WNN, and if you missed last week's episode, then you can catch it right here. Next. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.